here loves their bed? I can definitely say that I love my bed. Your bed's always there for you, and it's warm, and it's probably one of the best things to go to after a long day. But what if I told you that right in your backyard, over 1,000 people don't go home to a warm bed every night? Because that's the reality of homelessness. In Allegheny County, there are about 1.2 million people who live here, and out of that 1.2 million, 1,156 are homeless. Now, 1,156 may not seem like a lot out of 1.2 million, but as I said before, that's over 1,000 people who don't go home to a nice house every night. So today we're going to talk about how we can help them. Now, homelessness is defined as when someone who is no longer a minor is living with a family member who does not own their own house or could be living with a family member. So for example, if you are living with your parents or an aunt or uncle, you are still considered homelessness if you're over 18. However, that is not going to be the type of homeless we're going to be focusing on today. We're going to be talking about the people in poverty. So what are the ways that you can help? Well, the first way that you can start with is my personal favorite, J-Bags. J-Bags is a project that me and my mom started a couple years ago on Light Up Night when we decided to take some granola bars down to the people sitting in the street. The way we make them is that we go to the dollar store and buy certain items that are needed in the homeless shelters or by the people on the streets, put them into bags, and carry them in our car when we go downtown. The most needed items at homeless shelters include socks, which is the biggest item that they need, as well as warm overclothes and hygiene products such as deodorant, baby wipes, or diapers. Now, most people expect it to be food, but that's actually not the case because that's what the soup kitchens are for. So how do you put a J-bag together? Well, some of the things that we include are a water bottle, a toothbrush and toothpaste, socks, some tissues, deodorant, a granola bar, a warm hat, gloves, a scarf, and candy, because who doesn't love candy? So the cities most populated with homeless people include New York City, Los Angeles and San Diego, and Seattle. It makes more sense that they'd be living out towards Los Angeles because these areas are warmer in the wintertime, which we'll come back to later. But first, let's start with the soup kitchens. Now, the soup kitchens are another wonderful way to help. You can volunteer there to help make the soup or serve it in your free time. This is a wonderful way to spend, say, an empty Saturday when you have nothing else to do and are looking for a way to help people. An organization that works directly with the soup kitchens is Beverly's Birthdays. Beverly's Birthdays is an organization that works to give homeless people and children in poverty birthday parties who would not normally get to have them. The organization was founded a couple years back when a little girl named Beverly was in school, and her teacher said, I don't know what the word custom means. And her teacher said, well, here's an example. On your birthday, you're accustomed to eating what? And Beverly said, I don't know. I've never had a birthday party. Let that sink in. Thus became Beverly's Birthdays. Now, the way it works is in their factory here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they collect items such as cake mix, frosting, paper plates, plastic cutlery, toys, anything like that that they can use, put them into bags and take them to the soup kitchens so that when their parents are looking to throw them a birthday party, they can go to the soup kitchen and say, my child is having their birthday, is there anything you could do to help us? This is a wonderful way to get involved. We've worked with them in our school district, and I got to visit the factory with a couple of my friends, and I also worked with them for my last birthday party collecting donations for them. But you can simply donate your spare change on the street. Maybe all someone needs is an extra $10 so that they can take a nice meal home to their family that night. But another great movement to get behind is the tiny homes movement. Now, tiny homes are small houses that are used in the homeless community. They are cheap and temporary. They include simply just a kitchen and a bedroom. Now, the reason these are temporary is because it's not exactly ideal living conditions, but it is a place to reside in while you get back on your feet. The movement is spreading all over the world right now and is prominently in the Los Angeles area, as I said before, because those are warmer and that's where you see a lot of homeless people. But our world is small, and one action can make a really, really big difference. So tell your friends and get them involved. because a helping hand never hurts. Thank you.